afternoon, everybody. How are you? And I've got to say, welcome to spring because, hello, Pauline.
Hello.
We'll introduce Pauline in a moment. It's spring outside, isn't it? And this is the perfect collection to be launching with you all on this beautiful day. I hope the weather's gorgeous all over the country.
Me too, because it's really beautiful outside, isn't it?
It is stunning here. So everybody, I have got the lovely Pauline Hickey with me. Now, Pauline has been wonderful this week because she has stepped in last minute for the wonderful Clare Rowlands. She's feeling a little bit under the weather, sadly. She's probably sitting in the garden with her feet up and a cold drink, to be honest. But I don't blame her at all. But Pauline has kindly stepped in because Pauline absolutely loves Daisy Mae products anyway.
Yes,
So I know.
yeah.
We all do. So she was thrilled to do this launch with me. And so Claire, best wishes. I hope you're feeling much better very, very soon from myself, Pauline, and of course all the viewers. Please do leave your best wishes for Claire. I'm sure she'll be back very soon. But we are looking at Spring is in the Air. It's a beautiful new collection of hand-drawn stamps from Clare Rowlands. Of course, as always, we've got amazing offers on them. We've got giveaways as well. So what we'd love you to be doing is tagging your friends, letting your friends know that we are here, we are live. Again, use that @ sign to put their name and they'll know that that they'll get a notification that you are watching. But also share. So under, whether you're watching on YouTube or on Facebook, use that little arrow underneath, the little arrow icon, and you can share the live to your feed and such. Let people know we are here and we have giveaways. Now, for the giveaway, we're actually going to ask you a question. So I'm going to give you the whole hour this time to answer. Two of you will take 2 comments from all of these answers at the end of the live. And the lovely Hilary should be in the background. She's going to be keeping an eye on the comments for us, and she'll pick out at random 2 names by the end of the hour, and you'll win a selection of 5 of the new stamps each. There's a lot more than that. And then also there's going to be another chance to win. Now, Pauline, it's your job today to remind me, amongst other jobs, to remind me to tell everybody about that second chance to win towards the end, because I always forget.
Right,
I always forget. I apologise. But so all we'd like you to do, everybody, is comment with what signs do you recognise to know that spring's on the way? How do you know that it's now finally a spring day? So Pauline, I asked you this earlier. What did you say?
The bulbs, the bulbs coming up in the garden.
Yeah, it's got to be the flowers, isn't it?
Yeah, the flowers. Plus, I forgot to say, the birds looking at the nest boxes as well, because I've got a couple of nest boxes, so I've got a blue tip keeps going back into, so
beautiful.
I'm hopeful.
Lovely. Do you know what, one day I want one of those cameras inside so I can see what they anyway, we digress. So everybody, please just comment what signs tell you that spring is on its way. I'd love to read the comments, and also that will enter you into the prize draw to win 5 of these new stamp sets. Now, I think the first thing we need to do now is have a look at these stamp sets. So come on down to the desk with Pauline and I. Let's move that out of the way so I can see your comments coming through. I'm going to talk you through the new collection, but we also have, for those of you who are interested, the digital versions as well, and I'll go over those in just a moment. That's really exciting because that opens it up to so much more for everybody. So the first set that we're looking at is from Spring is in the Air. Let me just pop that there. This is actually called Spring is in the Air, and this is the one with the bunny in the Wellington boots. They are so, so pretty. In fact, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the coloured in digital file at the same time. So I've printed these off. Now, these are both available on CraftStash. If you're watching for the first time on social media, on Facebook or on YouTube, our website is www.craftstash.co.uk, and you can find so many craft items over there. You're looking at clear stamps, and we're looking today at the digital versions of those as well. The digitals are $3.99. You download those to your computer. They are already pre-coloured in for you, but we also have the backlog of lots of, not a backlog, that's not the back catalogue.
Back catalogue,
that's
yes,
the catalogue, not lookbook. The back catalogue of lots and lots of Clare's other designs on there as digital versions. So go and take a look at that if you do work digitally. So this is the bunny rabbit in the Wellington boot. You've also got the welcome spring sign there and the Easter eggs. And then on the clear stamp, you've got bunny kisses and Easter wishes as the sentiment. So there's that one. Then we have, oh, do you know what? These might actually be in, no, they're not going to be in order. Thought they were going to be in order. We also have then Holy Moly. Okay, so these are all A5 stamp sets, but you can see more so without the light shining on the packaging. You can probably see the detail that you're getting in that coloured image there. So you've got the lovely mole holding the flower. You've got the little one peeking out with his glasses on there. They've both got glasses on actually, because of course they can't see very well in daylight, can they?
No, not at all.
Apparently, so they've got glasses on to help them. I'm not sure whether they should have those or sunglasses on maybe, but who knows. And you've got a lovely row of flowers behind him that you could be colouring in as well. Now, I love this one because you've got the word spring there, but you could also individually, I think, cut out any one of those letters with the accompanying flower, bumblebee or umbrella, and just use them as an initial if you're sending something to someone like that. In fact, it'd be really good if any of you are clever, if you could look at the word spring and work out what other words could we potentially make from that if we were to snip those letters up. Answers in the comments, please. We've got a rainbow there as well. So lots of colouring opportunities for you there. Then we have, and this isn't in the right order, so I need to find this one. We then have the ducks. So this is the Duck Parade. Lovely stamp set, this one as well. Let's just pop that down. So, may your Easter be extra bouncy and full of spring. And I'm so excited. Love that. So you've got, I would say mother duck. Do you
I
think?
would too, yes.
Yeah.
With the flowers, yes.
Yeah, and the umbrella. I don't know why they need an umbrella. Why do ducks need an umbrella? I don't know, but Claire makes such quirky, funny little images all the time. So you just excuse what they are. You just think they're wonderful anyway. And then you've got the little ducks. Now, you've got one of them with an umbrella. I'm going to show you on the coloured version, actually. This is the digital download version. You've got one with the umbrella there, being very sensible, very much being as mum would be, I think. And then you've got the two naughty rascals laying in the water and splashing in the water. I'm not sure that's what they're supposed to be doing. They are, again, they're absolutely adorable and so much fun. And these are as well individual stamps. Okay, so you don't have to stamp them all in a row or anything. You can move them about. You can make backgrounds on your cards. Now we also have the Easter basket. I'm not sure. I have got this one somewhere. Bear with me. So this is the egg hunt one. There we go. And we've got some little chicks with this one. Very, very cute. The wording, the sentiments are, you're my favourite chick and you crack me up. Do you know what? You could use these for so many, Pauline's giggling away. You could use these for so many other occasions as well with those sentiments, couldn't you? But really good fun. And again, lots of opportunity to practice your colouring if that's what you love to do. Now, this is definitely one that I think is so versatile. We're going to be able to bring this out time and time again. So this is Spring Watch. And as you can see, you've got that beautiful wreath with those flowers. You could use that, I think, at Christmas time. You could just colour it without the pinks and yellows maybe. Just do your bright reds instead. Yeah. Put a bit of sparkle in there, maybe gold embossing. But you've also got a bow, you've got a dragonfly, butterfly, some Easter eggs, and the generic phrase, Happy Easter as well. And again, there's that coloured version if you want to use that. We're getting there. There's a lot for this collection, isn't there? There's a lot of items. I will go through some of your comments in a minute. Thank you so much for joining us, everybody. I can see you all commenting in there and telling me what you think is the sign of spring. We've then got the Carrot Patch collection stamp set. Some bunny loves you this Easter. Oh, I love that. Now, I know Pauline's been playing with this particular image and she's doing something quite fun with it, I think. So hopefully that's the plan, isn't it?
Hope it works out, yes.
I'm sure it will. It will look amazing. So again, you've got your stamp set and you've got your digital printout if you want to purchase that. Again, only $3.99 for the digitals. Of course, you can use them time and time again. And then lastly, we've got the spring flowers. Absolutely beautiful. Now, what I love about this, it's not your typical flowers. When you look closely at them, we've actually got kind of stitching and buttons and things on them. So they're like fabric flowers, which I just think sets them apart from anything else. It makes them so unique and so different to any other stamp set where you may have a bunch of flowers sitting in the watering can, but of course you could easily snip these away and use them individually. And then you've got the tag, you've got the butterfly, On the stamp set, you've got Sending You Sunshine and It's Your Time to Bloom. So they are those, and then I'll pop them aside because I'm going to be playing with these. And then we've got some papers as well. Now, something that Claire does so well is picks beautiful papers to go with every collection. So we're looking at with this, there's 6 different designs. You can see them all on the front there, 8 by 8. And these are all 190 GSM. Now, I love the quality of Claire's cardstock. If you've had any before, please do shout in the comments and let us know what you thought of them, because they are absolutely beautiful. And what I do love is she doesn't make them too specific. So although these will work so perfectly alongside your Spring is in the Air collection, of course they're going to work with so much more as well. As you can see, we're just looking at nice simple print. So we've got florals, we've got pinstripes there. That makes my eyes go a little bit funny. We've got the gorgeous sort of gingham there. We've got what would you call this?
It's a check,
isn't
it?
Thank you.
Yeah.
A check. Again, polka dots, ditzy prints. We've got all of these different images, but they don't have to be used just with Spring is in the Air. They would work so well. For example, the green would work beautifully at Christmas time. Mother's Day, of course, coming up. If you do need to make your Mother's Day cards, hurry up. You've only got a couple of days. Be quick. But yeah, so if you're looking for Easter, this is definitely the way to go. Now, Pauline, what's going to happen today is you're going to be crafting.
I am.
And I'm going to be colouring. So not necessarily making a card, but I'm certainly going to be stamping and colouring one of these images. So we'll be getting on with that. Now, for those of you who have just joined us, just going to have a quick refresh because we have got offers today. So any one of these stamp sets that I was just showing you, they are $9.99 on the website www.craftstash.co.uk or craftstash.us. And if you're purchasing 2, you're going to get them for $16.99. Absolute bargain. I need to point a little bit lower there. There you go. And of course, we're going to be giving 5 of these away to 2 of you. Just comment, what is the sign for you that spring is on its way? So shall we get to demonstration? We've got lots to talk about today, lots of other items and deals that I want to discuss with you. Now, Pauline, would you like to just go through, first of all, what you plan on doing today?
Yes, I'm not sure how many cards we may
make.
We'll
see.
But we'll see. So I'm thinking of doing our little friend. I've already just taken the liberty of cutting him out. And you'll see that he's got a string leading up to the carrot, but I've decided that we're not doing it like that.
I'm just going to show him. Look at him, he's adorable.
And that's the carrot I've just cut out, just leaving a little edge round. And I've just cut a couple of little bits, tags and things, that's
perfect.
All. Just to save a little time.
So that's this one, the carrot patch.
It
you can see he did have...
It's got a little string.
The string, yes, so the carrot was a balloon.
Yes, it was.
By the way, everybody, I can see in the comments, so many of you are commenting about the idea of the digi stamps. Marie Bland, she loves the idea of digi stamps. Karen Beaumont, I'm loving the coloured stamp downloads. So many people saying so. So, do you know what? These are all coloured by Clare. Clare Rowlands has hand coloured these herself. She's an absolute expert. My colouring today will be not a patch on. Oh, I like that. Not a patch. It's almost, yeah. See how many puns we can get in today.
The carrot patch.
Yeah, it won't be a carrot patch on what Claire can do. But she is a fantastic, phenomenal colourist, and you will have her colouring at home in your CraftStash if you're looking at downloading the coloured images. So, sorry, Pauline, I butt in there.
No, that's fine. So I may need to borrow the new knife.
Yes, okay, so we have got new tools on CraftStash. Well done, Pauline. We've got new tools on CraftStash. I have taken the liberty of opening this one for you. Brand new, nice and sharp. Be careful, you do have spare blades.
Spare blades too.
It's not just this, we've got so many tools under the Creative Craft Products range. Now, many of those, so we've got foam pads, and let me just bring a few of these in very quickly for you. I've got lots more to talk about, but your essentials that you're going to use day after day. Now, I don't know where you shop for them now, but many people will say CraftStash is their go-to for all their essentials like these, as well as their products, new collections, for example. So, foam and adhesive foam, adhesive sheets, adhesive papers as well. If you've got a fiddly die cut and you need to die cut and peel the backing off to make it into a sticker. We've got the sheets for that as well. We have got a brand new, I'm loving this. Could I just take this as well? Sorry, Pauline. We have got the new low tack tape. Now, so many people ask me where I get my low tack tape for holding my dies down in my die cutting machine. Voila, this is it. Creative Craft Products low tack tape. You've got 25 metres, over 25 metres on each rolling. You've got 3 rolls and the dispenser in this pack. Absolutely phenomenal. I want to say it's $4.99. I'm not sure if that's correct or not.
I think it is something like that.
It's
yeah,
a ridiculous price. Honestly, everybody, these are going to sell out so quickly.
Because there are 3, did you say?
There's 3 rolls in there.
Yeah,
so
that's good.
So by all means, Pauline, go ahead while I'm just looking through these.
Fine. So I was wondering what size card to use for this, and I want to do some matte and layers.
Okay.
So what I want to do is just pop the little bunny into the wheelbarrow.
Lovely.
So his balloon's collapsed.
Oh, he's got a deflated balloon.
So
can I just move you up a little bit so everyone can see what you're doing?
Sorry.
There we go. Perfect.
So we'll see if we can fit him in a little. We should be able to. So
Lovely.
if I cut across here.
Now, these craft knives are super sharp. It's a really good idea to get yourself a self-healing mat to cut onto.
Definitely.
Or a glass mat. We do have both varieties on CraftStash also. I'm going to read out some comments. I will be stamping Mr. Moley in a minute. It's Holy Moly is the stamp, isn't it? It's great. Oh, Claire, lovely Claire. She is in the comments on Facebook. Thank you so much for joining us. Best wishes to you. I hope you joined us at the beginning. We send our love to you.
Hi, Claire.
She has said she can personally recommend the foam tape. She can't live without it. Do you know what? Everyone knows I'm an absolute massive fan of the foam tape. I'm going to bring that back into shot, look. Because it is super thick foam tape, it comes off the roll or it comes away from the pads really easily. You haven't got to worry about the tape sticking, you know, the backing paper.
That's right.
Doesn't stick. Absolutely fantastic. Thank you. Hello, Claire. I'm sure. Oh, look, she loves him in the wheelbarrow. Well done, Pauline. Benita says, spring is when all my neighbours are coming out in their gardens to have a clear up. Yes. Yeah. You know when you can smell the grass and hear the lawnmowers?
That's right.
Love that. I love that noise.
That's when you know.
Sharon says crocuses are shorts. Is it crocuses or crocus? I'm not sure.
I'm not too sure about that really either. I just say crocus.
Crocus are a sure sign of spring coming to her. Yes, they are beautiful.
And great hyacinths I like too.
Oh yes, you did say that earlier, didn't you?
Can I take a little bit of paper?
You
from
go
there?
with whatever you need
Thank
to,
you.
Pauline. I should be doing something in a minute as well.
Right.
Lorraine Pearcey has said she's just purchased this. She loves it, and obviously get well soon as well to Claire. Now she's talking about the tape, I believe. Lynn Clifton, great price for the low tack tape. Does it remove without tearing after going through the die cutting machine? Absolutely, it's a low tack tape. So what I do, I must say, with all low tack tapes, I do still always just pop it onto my clothing quickly first, just out of habit. I don't think you need to with this one though, to be honest. But if you are ever using your tape onto a piece of pattern paper, make sure you try and stick it to the side of the die cut that you're not going to be using, the waste side, rather than peel it away from the bit that you want to use, just in case. Because obviously all die cutting machines have different pressures, and that's where you could get a little bit of additional sticking. Another Creative Craft Products tool here that we've got on the website.
Love it.
Love it. Love the
it.
trimmer.
Love it. Love this. Love the scoreboard. Well, I like everything really. I've got them, so I use them.
Great.
Okay. So, what I was going to say about the low tack tape as well is, rather than lift it, it's better to sort of peel it back on
Fold
itself,
it back,
isn't
yes.
it really? And just fold it back and peel it away slowly.
Absolutely.
If you're not sure.
Definitely. Yes, that's.
It,
I mean,
it stops it from just lifting up. Some cards you can't help it because it's just
the
way
fibres
it is.
in the card,
it is the
isn't
fibres
it?
in the card, yes.
If the fibres in the card are loose, they are likely to lift up with the slightest adhesion. But in general, I've found this is an absolutely brilliant tape and at a fantastic price. More comments. We've got so many comments. Lots of people watching, saying hello to you, talking about obviously Daisy Mae and spring. Okay, so Sally has asked, what is the stamp platform by your hand? She's got two different ones. Is this one easier on your hand, or she has problems with her hands? Yes, now I use this every single time I stamp anything. I adore it. Shall I do a little overview? Because this is this is from the Creative Craft Products range. This is a Daisy Mae show, everybody. We just happen to be using lots of Creative Craft products. They just work together so well. So this stamp platform, it is slightly larger than A5. This is actually, in fact, this is an A5 piece of paper, so you can see it's slightly larger. Around the edge, you only have one border to have to cut your paper up to. You get the magnets included. This means that if, for example, I wanted to cut into something larger, so if I wanted to cut into a larger piece of paper that would normally not fit in my platform, I've not got anything on the edge, so I can overlap the edge and I can still stamp on it. Okay, so if you do your scrapbooking on your 12 by 12s and you want to do a border around the edge or stamp your sentiment easily into your cardstock, you can still do that. With this, like I say, you've got the magnets on there. You've also got on the reverse a foam backing, so it's not going to slide around on your desk. Now for me, the very best thing about this stamp platform, let me just ink up Mr. Moley here. I'm using a Memento ink because I'm going to be using alcohol pens. I'm just doing a little bit of colouring in the side. Pauline is the main demonstrator today. She is the artist and the crafter today. I'm just having a play because I love the stamp set so much. So when you fold this over, now usually as soon as you fold it over, that's it. You've got an impression on your paper, and if you accidentally got it in the wrong place, it's too late. But with this, you haven't. So what's happened is it's come over. You can see exactly where it's stamping or going to stamp, but you've got springs on the four corners, so you can simply press that down to then stamp. So if you fold this over and you think, do you know what, actually that's not quite in the right place, I wanted it slightly left, right, up, down, you can fold it back, readjust, and then fold and stamp. So it just gives you that extra security that you're going to be stamping in the right place. With this as well, yes, it's very, very easy to use because you have springs, and they're not heavy springs, so they just, as you can see, just pop down, and you don't have to push like this or do any of this, because you can simply just press, have a look. Do you need to ink a little bit more? You can do, you can fold it will go in exactly the same place. The beauty of this as well, and this is actually in a bundle today, is it fits with the Creative Craft Products media plate. So the media plate is a thin gel-like plate that, in fact, the easiest way for me to explain it, besides the fact that it does fit in here, there, so you can do your techniques, you can put your distress inks on there, you can fold them over, you can do your smooching, you can do the kiss technique as well. So if I wanted to do Mr. Moley the other way round, what I could do is stamp him onto the mat instead. So I'd put my Mr. Moley there, I'd ink him up, but I haven't got the right ink with me, but you want to use a nice fluid ink, so something that's not going to dry so quickly. Ink him up, stamp him onto the mat, take the stamp away, transfer that onto your paper, and Mr. Moley will be the opposite way around. So we could have two moles giving flowers to each other. How cute would that be? Stamped one this way, one the other way. If you want to see more details about this, over on our YouTube channel, we have got a video showing all the benefits and features of this lovely mat. And we've also got a video on the product page on CraftStash. So if you just search media plate, I must admit, because of what it is, it's not the most exciting photo of the product in the world. But when you click into the product, scroll down to the bottom, we have a video that shows you how to use it, all the different things you can use it for. But the two, the stamping platform and the media plate, are in a bundle today, and they are just $28.99 for the two, okay? So kind of just led into that. So I apologise, Pauline. I've kind of left you there.
Absolutely fine. I'm just, obviously I'm winging this. It's
I love that you're winging it.
You're going to see the thought process here now, and things
by all means, tell us your thought process.
So I did cut this striped mat. It does make your eyes go a bit funny.
Yeah. Only when you've got a large piece of it.
But yeah, it's a they're gorgeous colours, and the card is beautiful. Thickness of paper. It's 190 GSM, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
So I decided then that I would put. I brought a few pieces of coloured card with me because I didn't know what to expect really. So, and I just thought I would mat that for a little bit of definition, and then I'm going to, instead of putting this white one on there, it looks a bit flat. So I think I might just make another mat for that to sit on there too.
And obviously you're using your
I'm using the trimmer, and what I'm doing is I'm just guessing really on this.
Yeah. And will you use foam tape, maybe?
I did bring some actually, because I have all the CraftStash tapes. What I also love is the fact that the foam pads, they're in 2 different sizes. So you've got good size. Is it 2 or is it 3 now?
There's a lot of different sizes.
What I like is the fact that they're also in black as well as in white.
Yes, so we do have, I've got loads here. They're all in my craft, so they're all used. But we've got from foam squares as small as these, which are kind of a few millimeters, maybe 5 millimeters, something like that, all the way up to ones that are like about an inch big. Then we've got the large sheets as well. This is a full sheet. You get 3 in the pack. These are the white ones. You do get, like you say, the black ones as well. Now, these die cut. Okay, so you know when you put a sentiment on a card, a die cut sentiment, and it's not standing out for you, very often what we'll end up doing is cutting that 5-6 times from cardstock and layering those cardstock pieces up. And it takes a long. She's muttering away to herself. She's a true crafter. It takes ages to do. Now what you can do is you can simply die cut the foam and then peel off the front backing, put your coloured die cut over the top of that, and then peel off the back and stick it onto your card, and that raises your sentiment up. It doesn't have to be a sentiment, it can be absolutely anything that you've die cut, but that's brilliant. So we've got the white and the black in everything. Not the tape, I don't think, but certainly all the foam squares. I wasn't sure
about the tape, I couldn't think that.
No, I don't think we've got the black foam tape, but we have got the black squares and the black sheets as well. And then we also have adhesive sheets that are thin sheets. So if you don't want that raised area with the foam, you can still do the same effect. I'm talking a lot, I'm not doing any colouring. So I've just pulled out some colours here. Now these are a variation of different Spectrum Noir alcohol pens. So I'm just going to have a play with some of these colouring and see what I get.
So what I did then was, while I was thinking too much, was I cut up the mat that I'd made to make a smaller mat instead of using the spare.
Right.
So I've just cut another one.
Ah, perfect.
So there we go. Let's see which one I need
now.
What
I'm doing, because I love colouring, I do love colouring, it's relaxing when I'm not doing a live show.
It is.
But I'm using Claire's download as a guide as well. So if maybe you want to learn and practice more colouring, you can do this. You can go and download the digital version, which you can use, of course, as many times as you like. And just use that instead as a guide for you to follow Claire's colouring and where she's done her shading as well and things like that. She's so clever.
She is.
I mean,
such a brilliant artist.
Absolutely.
And everything's so cuddly, isn't it?
Did you say cuddly?
Cuddly. All the characters are really cuddly.
They're cuddly. There we go, Claire. You've got cuddly characters. Absolutely. So this is put a blob there. This is on CraftStash as well. It's a pink frog glue applicator. Yes. And I think a lot of people have got these now, and I filled it up before I came out, so it's quite it's quite runny. It's still coming up now like a fountain. Nice and juicy. I think all glues do that, don't they? When you first get them. So the pink frog applicators, of course, they are also on CraftStash. Absolutely brilliant to use. I'm going to make mine mildly different colours to Claire's, I think, but I'm going to use her guide just to kind of get the shading right. So everybody, we've got brand new Daisy Mae today. We've got stamp sets that are $9.99 individually, but if you buy 2, you're going to get some money off. So you get £3 off, which makes, so it's a third off of your second set, isn't it?
Yeah.
Is that right? No, that's not
right.
It's £2 off. No, it's not. It's not.
What did you say it was to begin with?
It's $16.99 for two, $9.99 for one, so it's £2 off your second set.
Yeah, it is. Yes,
I tried to do maths and it didn't work. I should just avoid the maths.
Oh dear.
Okay. Does anyone have a problem with moles in their garden? I bet they don't look this cute. If you do.
So I've sliced a hole in there. I realised I went across and I should have come down there so that you don't see them. And then you can just sit in, but his little feet can stick out.
Oh, I love that.
So we're going to do that, and I'm going to. His little tail's missing, and I do like the tail. I like to see the tail. Yeah. I'm just going to glue him down.
Of course, if you've got any little pom-poms, you could give him a little pom-pom tail.
You could, yeah.
That would be
can't
cute.
See it from there.
Very cute. While I'm doing this, I'm going to. Oh look, Tina. I would attempt your surname, but I don't want to offend you. Bento Philippe. Is that how I say it? I'm not sure. You'll know who you are on Facebook.
Is it? Where's it gone?
Oh, she's gone. There she is.
Bento Philippe, it looks like.
Yeah, thank you, Pauline. Everyone knows what I'm like with names. The animals are too cute for words, especially the bunnies. Hello to Teresa Singleton. She says hello to us both. And Claire. My boy says spring is all about the picnics. Yes.
Oh, yes.
I think he wants to go for a picnic. We can do with a picnic after this, couldn't we? We can sit out in the sun. Absolutely beautiful. Now, usually I'm not so keen on having to keep walking from the office back to the studio, but today, any excuse. Yeah, I'll come over. I'll come back just to get out in the sunshine for a little while. Missed it.
That's really taken that very quickly, and I didn't want it. I've creased it. Not to worry. We'll cover it up with something. The glue stuck immediately there. You know, with the lights, I think it's so.
The glue. Yeah. What is the glue that you use inside there then?
That one is the EVA one, which I think is the pink frog, and it was from. I think they got that from CraftStash as well.
Of course.
The EVA glue?
Yeah,
so,
absolutely.
Yeah. Probably would have been better using tape there if I'd have thought that one through.
Never mind.
But it is good, that one. It should dry okay. It's,
Absolutely. So everybody, if you've just joined us, hello, welcome. Thank you for joining us. We've got a brand new launch today, and we are looking at gorgeous Daisy Mae Designs. Spring is in the air, and you can win some as well. So all we're asking for you to do is to comment what tells you that spring is on its way. What are the signs of spring for you? We've already said, so more so the flowers. I think for me, the smell of cut grass, when the neighbours are doing their grass, things like that. Love that. So what is yours? That's all you need to do is just comment, and that's it. The lovely Hilary is sitting there. She will go through the comments, and she will randomly pick 2 of you to win at the end of this hour 5 of these stamp sets. So they'll be randomly chosen, but 5 of the stamp sets will come out to you. So do you have a favourite stamp set or favourite couple of stamp sets, Pauline, from this collection?
I love the mole.
Oh, I thought you said the mole.
No.
The mole.
The mole. I love the mole because I love all the flowers and the grass around it, and I love the little ducks too. I mean, I can't. It's very difficult to choose because I'm very drawn to this one as well.
Yes.
But the characters are so cute. I mean, this little chick with the bow in her hair, the egg's cracked, and it's a spotty egg. I really love that one. That's
it's
so
gorgeous,
cute.
Isn't it? That would be really sweet as well for a new baby card.
It would. It'd be brilliant for a baby card.
Doesn't have to be.
And anything with Wellingtons on, I love. So the little bunny.
Do you know? And I love. Claire knows this. Claire knows I love this colour. She actually had some papers recently that were the teals and yellows. That would work really well. So go and have a look at Claire's past papers too, everybody, because they are beautiful. They really are. I'm just looking for a brown pen. Now, hello to our lighter evenings and hearing children playing outside, says Anita Snell. Yes, absolutely. I love to hear them giggling, and as long as they're not asking me for things. That's my kids, by the way. My kids. And I'm just going to use a mid-brown, so I'm going to tone out between the dark colours and the light. Now, I'm not going into the detail that Claire would if she was colouring. She's absolutely phenomenal at colouring in images. Absolutely amazing.
Now somewhere I brought some wipes. What did I do with them?
Oh.
Because this glue is easy. Oh, here they
I
are.
saw them. They're under there
Yeah,
somewhere.
they're here.
They are under there somewhere.
I'll just give this a wipe because it'll be everywhere otherwise.
Absolutely. So make sure you're commenting. Now, we've also got other things to tell you about today. There's so much going on at CraftStash, honestly. If you haven't already, please do sign up for the emails, because that will just give you an overview of everything that's happening on any one day. So we've got a bargain of the week. Now, you may have noticed before, do you know what, let's put this up. Let's show you what this is, and I'll talk to you about it at the same time. The bargain of the week. You're getting £10 off. You'll need to use that code BOTW. This is supposed to last for the entire week, but very often it just doesn't. So what usually happens is you all flock to it after a Friday live or during a Friday live, and by the end of the Friday it's all gone. But that's fine, the stocks are low and it is what it is. So we are looking at, we've got the scoreboard and envelope maker, and we've also got a really fun item I'm going to show you live in a moment, and that's the gift box maker as well. Now the two of these go together so well. I don't know if anyone can hear me colouring whilst I'm talking. I'm not sure. They go together really well, these two. You're going to be able to make boxes, different card shapes, all your scoring needs, your envelopes as well. Obviously, I don't know if you got it or you saw it before, everybody. The envelope punch, the envelope corner punch works really well with these as well.
Yeah.
So let's come back to us, as in out the desk, so I can just bring these items in. Mr. Moley's starting to come together. I didn't quite have the right colours, but I'm getting there. So first of all, the scoreboard and envelope slash box maker. You can do so much with this. 12 by 12 is actually slightly larger than that. You've got increments down to, I think it's like 8 increments per inch. There's a lot in there. And then when we turn it over, we have got a scoring tool. So you've got like a bone folder there, scoring tool that slots in the back for storage. And we've also got this nifty little tool that comes out so you can store it all together. Let's pop this down. Now I'm not going to make an envelope right now, but I'm going to show you how it works. This sits onto the scoreboard. All the instructions are on the box, don't worry. You've also got here all the markings and measurements that you could possibly need to be able to create all your different size envelopes. Now they're not just flat envelopes either. So for example, Pauline here is creating this card, and I can see that ear is just going to overlap her card. So it may be that when she comes to put it in an envelope, maybe a pre-made envelope for the card base, it doesn't quite fit. So she'd need to make a very slightly deeper envelope. I say deeper, wider envelope, I suppose.
That's right, yeah.
You could make it deeper as well. If she wanted to go and put paper flowers on there that were 3-dimensional, she might want a deeper dimensional box instead, and she can absolutely be doing that. She can make your own with whatever papers you like as well, and whatever cardstock you like to coordinate using this tool. So this, and then we have the gift box maker as well. The two of them together are the bargain of the week with that £10 off. Let's just pop the scoreboard to the side so I can show you this.
I'm looking through these.
I was going to say,
I'm so sorry.
No, that's absolutely fine. Now this does come with something that's gone astray somewhere, and that is a ball tool. So it does come with a scoring tool as well. So this is a gift box maker. Now on the reverse, you've got your instructions, so you're not left aside. It makes 3 different types of gift box as basics, but then there's alternative ways of making each of those as well. So you've got all of your different score markings there, and to help you, you've also got a handy template with different colour lines on. So when you lay this over your scoreboard, all you need to do is follow the particular colour lines. So I would pop my paper, let's just see, piece of paper, oh well. Pop your paper inside there, it will need to be as large as that. You'll pop your template over the top. You'll take your ball tool, which mine has gone wandering off somewhere. I'm sure I will find it in a moment, but you do get a ball tool with it. But You've used that?
Floated.
Oh, there it's hiding behind my cup of pens. Look, thank you, Pauline. What would I do without you? And you'll just use this through on the particular colour. So if I was making the pillow box, I would be using the pink lines, and I would score over that acetate, over the pink lines, into the grooves, and I would make myself a pillow box really quickly and easily. So the two scoreboards, the gift box maker and the scoreboard and envelope box maker, are both our bargain of the week. That was a long bargain of the week, wasn't it?
It was.
I really went into detail with that one. Let's read some comments. Give me a break. This is beautiful, Pauline. Would you like to talk us through what you've been doing while I've been nattering away?
Yes, as you can see, it was not prepped. It's all done live.
Love that.
So we've got two mats, a plain mat and a stripe mat. We've got, I cut this image down a little, just round the outsides, and laid it onto the blue of the first mat. And then I put a little slice in the wheelbarrow so that the little bunny's tail would just poke inside there. It looks like he's sitting in the barrow. And I've tied a little bit of string around his paw, I nearly said hand.
Well, you know.
And to the carrot, so it looks like his carrot's deflated and he's just fallen down and landed into the barrow.
I love that.
And I've looked through the sentiments, but I've decided I am going to use this one that I cut out just a few minutes ago. So yeah, I'm going to use that. And look at this. This is leaking because I can't find the top. It's gone into the bottom.
Oh,
of
don't worry.
something else I refilled this morning before I came out. And but not to worry. It's just
Not to worry.
a little
now.
bit of. I'll have to root in there and find that at the top. Otherwise, it'll be everywhere by the time I get home. So I'm going to place this just on a skew there. So yeah. That's it.
Gorgeous. I absolutely,
And that's it done.
absolutely love that.
Shall I lift it up and
yeah,
then you can
definitely.
see?
That is a beautiful,
So,
beautiful card.
It's just a little bit different than, and then it's laid out because he's obviously flying in the air, isn't he, with the carrot? So
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course. I'm just finishing this off. Is there anything
gonna
else you want to show us? Oh, she's still going.
I'm just going to
She's
put a
still
little
going.
bit of glue gel there as well, just to make that a bit firmer. And I'm going to look for the top of this.
I'm still colouring away. Very different to Claire's colours actually, because obviously we don't all have the same colours as everyone else, do
No,
we?
we
It's
don't.
just, you know, it's. I like to be true to craft, so I understand you don't all have a complete craft room filled with every possible product. So it's not really fair if we go in with. I don't know what does Claire use? She uses Copics, doesn't she?
Yes.
I mean they
But
are.
she's got like the whole set and all the additionals and
She has, yes.
fabulous.
And she does amazing things. So I've just taken a few colours just to show you that you can still create. And do you know what? I've loved this. I've loved just sitting and
Just relaxing.
colouring, yeah.
For a change.
it's lovely. I will read some more comments in just a moment. We will soon be needing to pick winners, everybody.
Shall I just carry on? And,
You carry on crafting. I'm really
okay.
enjoying just watching you craft and just sitting here having a chat about crafting as well. I'm just going to make sure that I haven't missed anything. So for those of you just joining us, we have got a brand new Daisy Mae Designs. So we're looking at stamp sets. Now these are what I'd call physical stamp sets. So you can stamp clear stamps, you can stamp them in the way. They are photopolymer, by the way, in case anyone's wondering. They are fantastic quality stamps, absolutely beautiful. The designs are hand drawn by the lovely Clare Rowlands, who is in the comments certainly over on Facebook today. I'm not sure whether she's ventured over to YouTube as well or just on Facebook today. Thank you, Claire, for joining us. And I hope you're feeling better very, very soon. Lovely Pauline stepped in to do some crafting with us because she is a massive fan of Daisy Mae anyway. Now we're looking at the clear stamp sets today, and we've got a number of new Spring is in the Air stamps, which we've been through all the designs of. But also today we have got the digital downloads of clear stamps as well. Now with Claire's images, we have coloured images for this Spring is in the Air. These you can purchase these. I believe they're $3.99 for each one, and you will get all the stamps that are in that particular set. You can then use them time and time and time again, and they are coloured by Claire herself, and you know how amazing her colouring is. But you've got these, so you've got the digital version or the physical product version. It's entirely up to you which one you use. Obviously with digital you can then resize and use, and as always Claire has a really fantastic angel policy, so you can create I believe it's 200 of any one design every year, so you can make 200 of the same card. Simply switch, I shouldn't be saying this, simply switch your backing paper or a colour slightly and you can make another 200. Yeah. This is to sell for profit or charity if you wanted to. So there's that option for you all there as well. Oh, they're just absolutely beautiful. Now I've just printed these out onto copy paper, onto A4 there. You can see the sizing is brilliant. You've got all the details as well. If you're not sure about digital, when you look on CraftStash, you'll see you've got all of the details on how to download them. So if you've never downloaded digitals before, once you go and purchase them, you've got all the details. You're not going to be left on your own. I'm just going to have a tidy up because I don't want Pauline getting lost amongst everything we've got to show you today. So just recapping, while Pauline's crafting there, what are you doing, Pauline, there actually?
I've just quickly, if you've got large scissors, they're always a bit easier to do this.
Yes.
I've just switched round the, gone round the edges just to do a gentle shape because I want this to sit in the corner, and then I want to make a little circle for the other one to sit above.
Oh, lovely.
There. So it's a bit tight because obviously it was close up, but I'm hoping that my circles will fit if I make a frame. So I'll cut this one out first.
Oh, I was wrong. They're $1.99. I don't know where I got $3.99 from. I'm sorry. The digital stamps. So Sharon, I think it was Sharon. I've lost. Yeah, Sharon has said they're $1.99, Luke.
I thought we were talking about the tape. Sorry.
No.
I missed that.
$1.99 for the digital images, and so many of you are saying how you use your digital images, and you can resize them and reprint them. The little mole, so this is Roseanne, the little mole is my favourite, and not just because it reminds me of the Jasper Carrot sketch.
Oh, do you remember Jasper Carrot?
Only just. Oh, there's so many lovely comments. Thank you so much for joining us. I think my Moley, I just need a bit of green on him and then he's kind of finished. But we've got so much going on. Now, we've talked a lot while we're crafting with Daisy Mae about creative craft products. Because Pauline and I are massive fans, and I know many of you are too. Now, CraftStash is literally the one-stop shop for all your craft items. So we're talking about your papers, your cardstock, your machines, your colouring pens, your adhesives and your tools. And that's without even mentioning all of those, what we call fashionable items. So when a new collection comes out and it's the latest must-have item from whatever brand, because we do have all the biggest brands at CraftStash. But I think the biggest thing for me to come to CraftStash and get is always those essentials. So foam tape, foam pads, adhesive backing paper, stamp platform, scoreboard, craft knife that Pauline's been using as well. Things like your scissors too. We've got all of these. There's so much available on CraftStash. I mean, if you were to just go to look at our essentials range, there's hundreds of things.
It's really expanded, and they are good. They're
good. Brilliant, aren't they? Absolutely brilliant. So I just saw you were drawing around.
Yeah, the reason is because I've had to cut this away. I haven't got a big piece to cut round, so I've cut
another one if you like.
No, it's fine. Okay. It's fine because I'll get that bit on it then. Right. So I've actually cut a frame. I put the two circle dies together.
Okay.
And I've cut a frame out, and it's obviously I need to just cover that edge. So what I've done is place it on, so that I've still got the duck in the aperture.
Lovely. Yeah.
If I go too far, you see I'm going to have a little gap there.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to cut that out by hand. And make
these
sure
dies,
it's just inside.
These nesting dies, I can see you've got some Daisy Mae ones here.
I have, yes, they're from when I did some samples for Claire for the, it was the seaside one. I absolutely love that set. It's brilliant.
Absolutely.
And they were the ones that I used. But these are the creative nesting dies.
Oh, more creative
so they're
products.
creative, yeah.
Yep,
I've
lovely.
got all the shapes.
Obviously, the creative brand just has everything.
And it's a stitched circle. But they
There
do
we go.
every shape.
They do.
Every shape.
And these ones do actually have, do you know what, I'm going to lean across to you because I'm going to grab these just to show people while you're just cutting that out. So these ones have, I don't know if you can see that slight stitched edge to them. It just adds a little
really
something,
nice.
doesn't it?
It is. I love anything with stitching on. Because
Yeah,
I was a sewer.
Oh wait, you were.
Well, I'm saying because when I started paper crafting, it sort of went on the back shelf. But I really need, and I was working full time as well, so getting everything out, the machines out, and everything, you know.
Yeah.
Mind you do expand with paper craft, don't you? But
You do.
I am going to. I've just bought myself some new patterns. I think they're from the Simply the sewing magazine that we do. And I'm going to make myself some new tops and possibly some new dresses for summer because we might be allowed out this year.
We might be.
So,
we might not all be in our pajamas all day
we'll have
this
to wait
year.
and see what happens. But yeah, so.
So Jacqueline Brown has just received the farm sets this morning from Daisy Mae. They
fabulous,
are wonderful. They are,
Excellent.
and again all year round. Susan Leatherwood has said, "Oh, I need those nested dies." Yes, you do. Terry Kelly also loves the stitch dies. They're all there. Thing is, go search on CraftStash for anything like that you fancy. We're very likely to have it either in one of our own brands, which is Creative Craft Products. Things like we've still got CraftStash ranges. We've got Daisy Mae. We've got Made to Surprise. Obviously, mine is textures. We've got lots there. But
did you say Paper Discovery?
Paper Discovery as well. Simply Made Crafts. Amongst those ranges, there's bound to be something that you love. But we've also got other brands as well. So we bring in other brands. So, for example, what have we got? John Lockwood, for example, Tonic. Crafter's Companion, and Gemini, and all of those.
Lisa Horton, is it?
Lisa Horton.
Yeah.
There's so many brands online, all these big brands, plus our own. Honestly, it's like a crafting superstore.
And Aladdin's Cave.
It really is. And always check the bargain section.
Yeah.
So always go there. Latest offers and bargains. You'll always find an amazing offer
They've
there.
had some really good bargains on, haven't they? Just lately as well.
Yes, so I
Amazing.
believe the £1, £2, £3 sale is still on.
Fab.
So just honestly, everybody, just pop along to. I'm just going to go onto it now, just to double check that I'm directing you correctly because I do it automatically. It is the bargains section. So if you go to the top of the page and you'll see either a drop-down menu on your phone. This is on craftstash.co.uk, everybody. We have the £1 sale, we have the £2 sale, we have the £3 sale, we have £5 dies, £5 stamps, mystery bags that are worth £50 but only $14.99, 60% off kids crafts, 50% off arts, 3 for 2, and pen clearance. I think we can all find a bargain that we like within that.
I've got some sprays coming today.
Sprays?
I can't remember if they were a Phil Martin one or whether it was the Creative Expressions. I know it's
Cosmic Shimmer or Jamie Rogers.
It could have been. It was one of those. But they're I think they were £3 each.
Amazing.
And they're usually about 6, aren't
yes,
they? So
they are.
I've ordered a few of those.
Lovely.
And a sewing pattern for a dress.
And a sewing pattern. There you go. Can't pull her away from the soft crafts. Not that we'd want to. This is looking wonderful.
Just something a bit different. It's a bit like a porthole, isn't it? So I'm going to glue this one. Oh, in fact, I'm not because it crinkled my paper, didn't it?
Absolutely. So it's a good idea. Double-sided tape. We have that on CraftStash, or foam tape, or she. I'm talking about you as if you're not here. Pauline could have attached the sheet onto one of these adhesive foam sheets, then cut around it and then peeled off the backing, and that would stabilise the paper, give it a little bit of depth.
It's just because it's copy paper, isn't it, basically, this? So it's probably not the best.
It is a very thin paper.
Yeah. So.
This has been a lovely hour, Pauline. We're nearly at the end. In a minute, I'm just going to announce.
You had something else. What did you tell me to
did.
remind
Thank you so much. So, everybody, I'm just going to come back to us because I feel like we've not actually shown people that we are here today. So I'm just going to come back to us. I've just realised we're extremely green. I'm not sure if that is correct. I tell you what, we'll stay on our hands whilst I try and figure this colour thing out, because that is absolutely not right, is it? There we go. Does that look a little bit more? Oh dear, we were looking a little bit green. I think we're still. I think
green
the colour's
around the gills.
still a little bit off there, but I'm going to come to it anyway. There we go. And not too bad, not a bit bright. So, yes, for those of you who have entered, if in a moment I don't call your name out as winning one of the 5 or collections of 5 stamp sets, don't fear, there is another chance to enter. You'll be able to go over to the YouTube channel. That's just CraftStash on YouTube. And when you go onto our YouTube channel, you'll see that across the top we've got some tabs. There's things like playlists there and lives and such, but there's a community tab. And that's kind of like a bit like a blog on YouTube, and we put posts on there. We'll shout about offers and things and what videos are up next. But on there, on that community tab, you'll see a post that's been put on there today just to say that there's a 3rd chance to enter. So that gives you another week to enter. Simply go, follow the instructions on the post, really simple. And we will contact one of you next Friday. So somebody has just been chosen from last week's Sizzix Live to win. In fact, I'm going to just see who that was. So I can shout you out if I can find, here we are. So it was Tessa Brown.
Well
so
done.
Tessa, if you're watching, congratulations, you won last week's, I believe it was.
Fantastic.
So, but you will have hopefully a message somewhere or a comment tagging you, so you can reply to that and send us your postal address. But for this week, are you okay if we'll have a look at this card. This is absolutely beautiful. Now, Pauline didn't get a lot of time to prepare anything, but as you can see, a true crafter, she's just come in, she's played with all the goodies, she's absolutely loved them. And yeah, look at these.
So that's
so
just a couple of buttons in each corner, and I did use the little butterfly from one of the other digital sets, and it just needs a sentiment now, so I would stamp a sentiment and put that on. Yeah,
love that. And can we just take another look at your other card as well?
Yes,
so pretty. Now there are other images online. I've got to admit, it's my fault. I did say to you, didn't I need to go back over to the office and pick up the beautiful cards that have been made using this collection.
Oh yes,
and
yes.
I didn't get back over there. I didn't get. So if you go online, have a look at this collection on the webpage. Every time you hover over one of the stamp set images, you will come up with a beautiful image of a card as inspiration for you. Please go and check those out because they are absolutely stunning. And again, both of these cards are beautiful that Pauline has made for us today. It's winner time. We'll come back to our very green faces. And we'll announce the winners. So we've got 2 of you. Let me just scroll. So thank you so much to Hilary in the background, and many of you chat to her as well, for picking the winners for us. So we have from Facebook, first of all, Donna Lee. Congratulations to you,
well
Donna.
Done.
Well, you said that like you know her.
It's lovely though, isn't
Yeah,
it?
it
People
is, yeah.
winning things. It's
You are
great.
going to be getting 5 of the brand new stamp sets from Spring is in the Air coming out to you, Donna. Please just message either myself, CraftStash Facebook page, or email the CraftStash customer services with your postal address, and I'll get that out as soon as possible. And then on YouTube, I hope you're still watching as well, it goes to Karen Craddock. Would you say that's right? Have I pronounced that?
I would say that's
Lovely.
right.
Karen
Well
Craddock.
done again.
Well done to you. Same for you. If you could just send us a message with your postal address, we'll get that out to you as soon as possible. And everybody head on over to YouTube as well after this live. You can go onto that community tab, and then of course you can just enter again. Anybody who's entered this live, you can enter once again. Now, so we've talked about the offers. We have got the stamp sets $9.99. They are 2 for $16.99, saving £2 on the second set. We worked that out eventually, slow maths. We have got the digital stamps as well. So they are just $1.99 online. To go and have a look at those as well if you like your digital images. Some are coloured, some are not, for you to colour in as well, so you can really pick and choose whichever ones you love. Then we've also got, of course, we've got the scoreboard and the box maker scoreboard. So the 2 different boards there. Yeah. Amazing. That's our bargain of the week. You're saving £10 on that. Do you know, all of these offers, the best way to find out all the details is to go to the CraftStash website, go to the top, and there's that scrolling banner. If you watch the page just for a moment, you'll see the picture will change. You can flick through all of those offers there. And when you see the one you're after, or one that takes your fancy, simply click on it. It will take you to the products. I think that's it. I think we've covered everything today. We've talked lots about all the new products, not just Daisy Mae, of course, Creative Craft products as well. Things like the low tack tape, for example. Absolutely love it. It comes with a dispenser as well. Yeah. I think this is my top pick today after the Daisy Mae products.
Definitely a must.
With the extra rolls as well, and a fantastic price. And then we've got the stamp platform with the media plate as well. You're saving on that. That's $28.99. Go shopping. Why not? Must soon be payday, eh? Yeah.
Oh yes.
Oh yes. Yeah. End of the month.
End of the month.
Yes, definitely. Well, everybody have a fantastic weekend, and you, Pauline.
Yes,
thank you so much.
No, you're very welcome. I've enjoyed it.
It's good. It has been lovely. It's always lovely with Pauline, and you've made some beautiful cards, given us inspiration, and you're just a pleasure to have here as well. So hopefully Pauline will be back with us very, very soon. Thank you to all of you for watching. We love your company. I will go back and read through the comments as well now and answer any questions that I didn't catch on the way through. Please go over to YouTube. Make sure you sort of sign up for that extra competition, because we want to make sure you're in it to win it. And next Friday, I'm moving house. I know. I need to actually start boxing things up. But the lovely Sam Calcott is going to be going live from her craft room, and she's going to be bringing you a brand new collection as well. So make a note in the diary. That's Sam at 12:30 next Friday. Again, giveaways galore and all sorts. So you'll love that. So from me and Pauline, thank you so much.
Yes,
and enjoy your weekend. Take care, everybody.
Bye.
Bye-bye.